I didn't find it as good as this. This is far better than Kingmaker, in my opinion.
Our time has come.
Yeah, Kingmaker was very good. Again, it took a little bit of time for it to get good because of some of the things, but, you know, it did get there. Abadar Preservers, Mortals who stand in the way of chaos. For Mendev, for Galarian, for the Radiant Iomedae. Oh, son of a bitch. Seriously, game? You're gonna throw a fucking Vile Destroyer at me? Or Devastator?
Do not hold back.
Okay, Rushale, I'm gonna need you to just try and murder that thing ASAP, because if we don't, it's gonna be a problem. And I know for a fact it gets back up. I didn't really want to get close to it, but... Gravor, I'm gonna have you deal with swarms, because if I send you next to that thing, you will die again, and... I don't personally feel like casting Resurrect spells too often. Well, Samael, you know what to do. Oh, you just... Well, that's hilarious. I got knocked on my ass by the sword things. That thing's gonna get back up in a second. But yeah, Deadly Panda, Kingmaker, in my opinion, was very good. Honestly, I think in some ways it is better than this, in the sense of like dialogue, and that was far better in that game. And I only mean that because it had a little bit more options in the terms of like, it wasn't like lawful good. There was lawful, there was chaotic good. Like all the decisions, there was a little bit more options, and because of the way the campaign was set, you could be evil a lot easier. Whereas in this one, it's a little bit harder to be evil because you're currently fighting like the demons, and it just feels very weird leading a crusade as someone who's kind of that way inclined. So it's more of a, while it is very good, it's sometimes the theme's a bit weird, but it works. Like it's really good. Like even the evil paths in this game are very good. So like I don't really have any criticism that would be, you know, too harsh. The game's just very good, and it does what it does very well. It did take some updates to get better, and there were bugs that were a little bit painful, in the sense of like some of the creatures in the game were a little bit stronger than they should have been. Like one creature specifically was stun locking you if you played in turn-based, but if you played in real time, it wasn't as big of a problem. That's okay. I'm gonna play defensive. Not mean to put myself right at the back, but okay.
Make every strike count.
Cool. Grey ball. Delay for now. Delay till about there. I think the real question is, if you're still here, Deadly Panda, is what did you like about PoE 2? Okay, so it looks like they can't come to us. I'm going to delay you till after the Ariel. As myself, I'm going to put me about here. and use Closer to the Heavens on Koromazda, this dickhead. Okay, they can attack me. Good, good, good. Darian, I'm going to get you a bit closer. Nah, we don't need to dismiss anything. Just get a prayer going. Okay.
You're in my way.
Bring Greybor out of hiding. Bring. Oh, go on, Targona. Targona, I gave you an angel wing. You like the combat? So many options which will have you thinking that what would be best, spells your wisdom for that, plus turn-based mode. I think you will love this then. If you liked those specifically about PoE, there's a lot more in Pathfinder. Like, just looking at spell books. This is my wizard, who I forgot to change spells for. That's fucking life. As you can see, these are all the spells she has. Like, this is all the spells she currently has. These are all the spells you can have at each level. There's a lot. So it's... And you get to pick and choose what you want. You tired, Pat? Gonna go to bed? Man, have a good one, man. That's not to even get started on stuff like meta magic and crap like that. Like, there is... And that's a wizard. We also have sorcerers, arcanists, alchemists, who pretty much all share the same breadth of spells. Like, you've got paladins, or in my case, angel, because I won't spoil anything, but yeah, angel. You've then got oracles and clerics and stuff like that who have their own, like, they still kind of share spells, but again, some people have, like, wizards have access to pretty much everything, whereas other classes are a little bit more selective, but yeah, there is a lot to do in this game, and honestly, it does what it does very well. Each spell feels useful. Like, every playstyle has a different, like, style, and honestly, like, you could play this game the same amount of time I have, and still, like, I'd probably pick, like, a completely different playstyle, and the game would still feel as fun and as finishable as it did for me. And not to mention that there are mythic paths in this game, so if you thought the customization was, like, still just not enough, there is also the mythic paths, which add, like, an entirely separate, completely, like, just another layer to the game. And that's where my paladin got his spells, because in this game, paladins don't always have spells. There's different types of paladins. Like, there's just so much going on that it's very hard to say, oh wow, that's not who I meant to attack, whatever. There's just so much to do customization wise that while there are specifically amazing classes, like the Arcane Trickster is one of the best classes to, like, come out of oh yeah, that's right. There's also alongside classes there is it does get overwhelming. Don't get me wrong, Deadly Panda, it does. Like, once I get out of this battle, I'm going to show you the level, I'm going to show you the character creation screen. For the sole purpose of, I think it will actually help you not understand, but it'll help get across what I'm trying to say in a way that is a little bit more, makes a little bit more sense. Because right now, I'm just telling you things that are, while they may be in the game, at the moment, I'm making it sound more overwhelming than it can be. I need to put I apologize if my heating's not, like, really, like, if you could hear my aircon really loudly. My room just got really fucking warm really quickly, and I need to quickly cool it down, because Holy shit, that's warm.
Strike as one. Kneel.
Okay. I'm gonna need to heal myself and Grey Boar badly. Arushale, I need Mendev down. Now, like I was saying, it does get overwhelming, but there's one thing I think is best to remember, is while it does seem overwhelming at first, it doesn't need to be, because you can... You can easily find yourself a guide, especially now the game's been out for a while. There are guides. You get to see all 20 levels and what you get at level 1, so you can see, you can plan ahead. Like, this is very much like D&D. There's a lot more planning involved than like where Pillars of Eternity, which was based on D&D a little bit. It uses a whole different like type of like level system. Like it's very hard to compare the two in that aspect. Maybe a bad idea, but Nenio, go there. Okay, Lan, I need you to get rid of him badly.
Endure this.
But you were able to play, like, if you did enjoy the multi-classing in Pathfinder 2, Pillars of Eternity 2, then you're going to be welcome to a world of very interesting stuff. Oh god, I've just realized what I did wrong. I accidentally left super fast mode on. Oops. Yeah, sometimes speeding up is a problem.
I will resist.
Yeah, if you were able to understand the multi-classing feature of Pathfinder Pillars of Eternity 2, then honestly, you will be fine with this game. Because this does bring, like, multi-classing to a new level, but I'd still say it's completely manageable if you've played, like, a game like Pillars of Eternity 2. God, Grey Boar, you are rolling so poorly. Okay, Nenio. I want you to do that again.
Make every strike count.
Lan, for once, you not hitting is worrying me. And why did I press space? I've got to stop doing that. I get too used to pressing it. The game's going to lag out again because it's his turn. Well, he knocked Grey Boar in his ass, but he didn't kill, so that's
Attack.
useful. It's okay, I killed him, so it's all good.
Prepare yourself.
Okay, once I've done this fight, if you're still here, Deadly Panda, I'll take you through. I'll have a quick look at the character creation with you, and I'll show you what
Out of my sight.
is going on, so you know, you can have a little bit more of an informed opinion. Because I like to, if anyone really wants to know stuff, I like to, you know, go into it and having a look. Because, I mean, honestly, I love this game, so it's always nice to, like, you know, go through it. Alright, will a controlled fireball do anything to you? No, not really. That was a bit... Like, that was the emphasis of a waste of a fucking time there.
We shall overcome.
Jesus Christ, you have an AC that's just unbeatable right now.
Desna, guide my hand.
Yeah, you have an AC that's stupidly high. What the fuck? We cannot beat that AC. That is a maxed out AC. Come on, Babaus, if you're actually gonna come and play.
You won't survive me.
I like how the babaus just sometimes die. It's honestly just beautiful. You know what? Fine, I will use that on you just to try and get some. Nope, still 20.
Make your peace.
I will see to your demise.
Well. Immune to magic missile. I should have known that. I feel like I knew that.
Endure this. Strike as one.
Right, and we still have to kill it a second time. I remember.
I will resist.
I did not heal him enough, son of a bitch. Let's make Nenio more useful. Make her into a dragon.
Make every strike count. Attack!
Hello there, big guy. Gonna take the absolute piss to get him back down, but it's okay.
Prepare yourself.
Precision and
I think this is the only part of this game that puts a lot of people off, is the trying to beat ACs sometimes. Sometimes the enemy will just have stupidly high AC, but honestly, it's not that big of a deal. You just have to keep pushing.
the wrong mongrel.
You'll get lucky. You'll beat it. And typically, by the time you get to creatures with this stupidly high AC, you should have more than enough abilities to try and, like, spam out to try and cover it, or at least cover your own back while you're whittling them down.
Desna, guide my hand.
Damn. This missile didn't work.
You won't survive me. Do not hold.
Deadly Panda, would you like me to go over the character creator? You don't have to if you don't want it. It's up to you. I don't mind. If it'll help you understand, or, you know, if there's anything you want to look at, because, you know, if you're interested in buying the game, I'll happily show you.
Endure this.
Where the fuck are the rest of them? Oh, they're up there.
Make every strike count.
Damn it! Did not want to start that yet.
A dear guest on my doorstep. Please do come in. You have been long awaited.
Arulu opens her arms like a welcoming host. The gesture doesn't seem feigned, but you feel a strange, menacing tension behind it. Like the echo of a nervous chuckle that was never uttered. The wound in her chest pulsates a red glow. I can feel the madness radiating from you, Arulu. What has changed since we last met?
nothing at all.
The witch answers, glaring at you with her glowing crimson eyes. You have the courage to meet me in the flesh. Stop with your games.
There will be no more games, trust me. And I definitely won't run. There is too much at stake. The path to your souls and the Worldwound's healing demands my death. The accursed threshold prison where everything began must be where everything comes to an end. So I invite you in once again. Cross this threshold. I'll be waiting for you in the heart of the fortress, in the place where the wound was opened.